Okay. See the first problem, Amma. We have they given one waveform. And the magnitude or amplitude of this waveform is A. And total time interval is minus pi to pi or 0 to 2 pi or pi to 3 pi. So what is mean by rectifier, Amma? If anyone can answer. What is mean by rectifier? Anyone please respond, Amma. What is mean by rectifier?
Which converts
Pi
AC to D.
It converts
AC to pulsating DC.
okay
AC signal to DC signal.
Okay, AC to pulsating DC, not a pure DC. Okay, na? It converts the analog signal into pulsating DC. For example, we have a one signal that is one AC signal that is this one. This is the AC signal. We have one half wave rectifier. What is the functionality of a half wave rectifier, Amma? What is the functionality of half wave rectifier? We have two types of rectifiers, half wave and full
Full
wave. What is the functionality of half wave rectifier?
Which operates only at positive signal.
Okay, na? The half wave rectifier allows only positive peaks of the AC signal. Okay, now it converts the positive peaks of the AC signal into DC. So it is the half wave rectifier. Okay, now it having only half waves. Okay, now full wave rectifier means
Allows both positive and negative.
okay, now it converts the complete cycles of the AC signal into DC. Okay, now AC signal into DC form. So that is the full wave rectifier. Here the given waveform is a output of which one, Amma? Either half wave rectifier or full wave rectifier.
Half wave.
Rectifier.
Okay, now it is the output of the half wave rectifier, and the total time period is for completion of one full cycle. It requires how much degrees, Amma? Or how many radians? One complete revolution means, or one complete cycle means how many radians or how many degrees? See, one complete cycle from this to this, or from this to this, 2 pi radians, or 360 degrees. Is it correct? One complete full cycle having 2 pi radians or 360 degrees. Okay, na? This thing only 0 to 2 pi represents the one complete cycle. It is the time period, standard time period or overall time period. Next, remaining all cycles, remaining all full cycles having the same radians only, 2 pi to 4 pi. That means only 2 pi. Next to 4 pi to 6 pi. The duration of the one complete cycle is 2 pi radians or 360 degrees. Okay. Now. So here also see the either 0 to 2 pi or minus pi to pi. Take the minus pi to pi. Minus pi to 0, one cycle. It represents the one cycle. 0 to pi represents the one more half cycle. So the complete full cycle having minus pi to pi radians or 0 to 2 pi radians or pi to 3 pi radians. Okay. Now. My voice is visible or audible or not?
Audible, sir.
Okay. Screen, ma? Screen is visible?
Visible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Visible.
okay, okay. Next, given signal is V of t. Next, define the, okay, now before evaluating trigonometric Fourier series expansion, first we have to define a signal V of t. Ma. So in this problem, what they asked now, expand the trigonometric Fourier series of above signal. Can I expand the trigonometric Fourier series of above signal? Okay. Now. So before going to expansion, first you have to define the signal V of t. Okay. Now. V of t equal, it having two cycle, one positive cycle and one more zero cycle. Okay. Now it is the one half cycle. It is also one more half cycle. Okay. Na? First say the this cycle minus pi to 0. Okay. Na? So during the minus pi to 0 interval, what is the magnitude of the signal? This is the magnitude value in this duration. Minus pi to 0 duration. What is the value in minus pi to 0 duration? In this duration, what is the value of V of t signal? 0. Okay. Na? Minus pi to 0. Okay. Na? Minus pi less than or equal, t less than or equal 0. In this duration, V of t having 0. Next to coming to this 0 less than or equal, t less than or equal pi. This duration 0 less than or equal, t less than or equal pi. In this duration, what is the magnitude of the signal V of t?
Yes, auntie.
A sin t. So this signal is a sine wave or cosine wave, amma? Cosine
Sine wave.
means, okay, now at 0, cosine having 1. Okay, now sine at 0, sine having 0. Okay, now a into sine t, here 0 into sine t, that means 0 value. A into sine t is a sine t. Okay, now here given waveform is a sine wave. Next to find the overall time interval t naught. Here see the time interval. First minus pi less than or equal, t less than or equal 0. Next to 0 less than or equal, t less than or equal pi. So next to this total time interval I am writing as a minus pi less than or equal, t less than or equal pi. So is it correct or wrong, Amma? See here, minus pi less than or equal, t less than or equal 0. It is the one interval, and second interval is 0 less than or equal, t less than or equal pi. This is the second time interval. Okay, now next by combining these two, I am writing as a minus pi less than or equal t less than or equal pi. Is it correct or wrong? Is it correct or wrong, Amma? See, minus pi 0 0 to pi. Okay, now. So overall time interval I'm writing as a minus pi less than or equal t less than or equal pi. Here t1 value is small t1 value is minus pi and small t2 value is pi. Okay, now. Next, find the t naught overall time interval, that is t2 minus t1. T2 value is pi minus t1 value is minus pi. So by substituting these two value, we can get the 2 pi. Okay, now t naught equal 2 pi. Next, omega naught equal 2 pi by t naught. Here 2 pi value, t naught value we know. What is the t naught value ma here? 2 pi. By
2 pi.
okay, now by substituting both values, we can get the 1. Omega naught equal 1. T naught value is 2 pi and interval is minus pi to pi. And signal defined in a two intervals. In one interval, value equals to 0. Another interval, value equals to a into sin t. Okay. Now. Already we know the Fourier series of the one continuous time signal. Okay, now let x of t is a one continuous time signal and it is a periodic signal. The trigonometric form. Okay, now the Fourier series of x of t in trigonometric form is, which is the equation, Amma? Equation. Fourier series in trigonometric form. What is the Fourier series of x of t in trigonometric form, Amma? A naught plus summation n equal 1 to infinity a n
N
cos
equals
n,
to 1 to infinity.
a n cos n omega naught
Yeah.
t plus summation n equal 1 to infinity b n sin n omega naught t. It is the Fourier series of x of t in trigonometric form. So before going to expand the trigonometric form, first we have to find the a naught value, a n value, b n value. Here a naught, a n, b n are which ones, Amma? A naught, a n, b n. These three are coefficients. Okay,
Coefficient.
coefficients of trigonometric form. So already first see the finding of a naught. Already we know the a naught value. What is the a naught equation, Amma? A naught equation, Amma.
1 by t naught
Integral t naught x of t dt.
x of t dt.
Next, a naught of this equation, this waveform is a naught equal 1 by, what is the t naught value, Ma? Here
2 pi.
t naught equal 2 pi and omega naught equal
1.
1. Okay, na. 1 by 2 pi integral 2 pi v of t into dt. Okay, now here given signal is a v of t. In this problem, given signal is a v of t into dt. Here v of t is defined in a two different intervals. Okay, na. So this 2 pi I'm writing as a first interval minus pi to 0, second interval 0 to pi. Okay, now by combining these two, we can get the 2 pi only. Okay, na. Minus pi to 0 v of t into dt plus integral 0 to pi v of t into dt. So in this interval minus pi to 0 interval, what is the v of t value, Ma?
A sin t.
See here minus pi to 0 interval, value is 0.
0.
Here having 0. Next to 0 to pi interval, in 0 to pi interval, a
A
sin
into sin.
t. Okay, now here having a into sin t. Substitute the both values. Okay, now in this interval, v of t value is 0 dot dt plus integral 0 to pi v of t value is a sin t dt. What is the integral 0 dt value, ma? Integral 0 into dt value.
0.
0 1 by 2 pi into 0 plus a is constant. I'm separating from the integral. Integral 0 to pi sin t dt. What is the integral sin t dt, ma? A not equal. Okay, na. Here a is constant. I'm taking common. A by 2 pi. Okay, now value is a by 2 pi. What is the integral sin t dt, ma?
Minus cos t.
Minus cos t 0 to pi. Okay, now limits are 0 to pi. Next, minus a by 2 pi. Substitute the limits cos pi minus cos 0. What is the cos pi value?
Minus 1.
1. And cos 0 is
1.
that equal minus a by 2 pi minus 1 minus 2. So 2 will cancel, minus into minus plus. A naught value is a by pi. Okay, now here a naught value is a by capital A by pi. See here. A naught is a capital A by pi. Okay, now first coefficient is completed. Evaluation of first coefficient. Coming to the AN calculation. AN equal, already we know the formula. What is the equation of AN, amma? AN formula, amma?
2 by t naught.
Integral T naught x of t into
X
cos
of t cos n omega
omega
naught
t
t
dt.
dt.
Here T naught equal 2 pi value and omega naught equal 1. Substitute the values, amma. 2 by T naught value is 2 pi integral 2 pi v of t. Okay, now signal is v of t. Omega naught equal 1, that cos nt dt. Next, the v of t is defined in a two different intervals. That is an equal 2 will cancel. We have 1 by pi only. Okay, now after cancelling 2 in denominator and numerator, 1 by pi will come. Okay, now 1 by pi into integral minus pi to 0 v of t cos nt dt plus integral 0 to pi v of t cos nt dt. So next an equal 1 by pi into in minus pi to 0 interval. What is the v of t value, ma?
0.
0 into cos nt into dt plus integral 0 to pi interval. What is the v of t value?
A into sin t.
A into sin t cos nt dt. Okay, now so integral 0 into cos nt value is 0. Integral 0 dt value is 0. Okay, now so this entire value equals to 0. Okay, now next 1 by pi, a is constant, a integral 0 to pi sin t cos nt dt. Okay, next that equal a by pi integral 0 to pi sin t cos nt dt. We know the sin a cos b formula. What is the sin a cos b formula, ma? What is the sin a cos b formula, ma? 1 by 2
1 by 2
sin
sin
a
a plus b plus sin a minus b.
sin a minus b. Next, substitute the this formula into this equation. N equal a by pi integral 0 to pi 1 by 2 into sin of a plus b t plus nt. Okay, now t plus nt. Here t ఐఎమ్ టేకింగ్ టీ కామన్ అమ్మ. సో టీని కామన్ చేస్తే 1 ప్లస్ ఎన్, ఓకేనా, 1 ప్లస్ ఎన్ టీ వస్తుంది, ఓకేనా. సైన్ ఇంటూ 1 ప్లస్ ఎన్ టీ ప్లస్ సైన్ ఇంటూ 1 మైనస్ ఎన్ టీ డిటి. నెక్స్ట్ సపరేట్ ద ఇంటిగ్రల్ ఫర్ బోత్ వాల్యూస్. an equal a by 2 pi into integral, here 1 by 2 is there na, a by 2 pi integral 0 to pi sin 1 plus n t dt plus integral 0 to pi sin 1 minus n dt. What is the integral sin t ma? Sin t dt. Integral sin
Minus cos.
minus cos, okay na, minus cos 1 plus n t by 1 plus n, limits are 0 to pi, plus here also minus cos 1 minus n t by 1 minus n, limits are 0 to pi. Next, an equal a by 2 pi into minus 1 by 1 plus n, minus 1 by 1 plus n into cos of 1 plus n pi. Okay, now I'm substituting limits sum, pi and 0 into this value, cos 1 plus n into pi minus cos 1 plus n 0. Next, minus plus into minus minus 1 by 1 minus n cos of 1 minus n pi minus cos of 1 minus n 0. Cos of 1 minus n pi minus cos of 1 minus n 0. Okay. an equal a by 2 pi into minus 1 by 1 plus n into cos of 1 plus n pi minus, what is the cos 0 value ma? Here one cos 0 is there, here one more cos 0 is there. What is the cos 0 value? Cos 0 value ma 1. Okay, na cos 1 plus n pi minus 1 minus 1 by 1 minus n cos 1 minus n pi minus 1. So already we know the cos n pi value. What is the cos n pi value ma? If n is even, what is the cos n pi value? If n is odd, what is the
1.
cos n pi value? If n is even, cos n pi equal 1. If n is odd, cos n pi equal minus 1. Okay na. In the same way, let n equal 1, let n equal 2. Okay na. First I am taking n as a odd value. Next I am taking n as a even value. Okay na. N as a odd, n as a even. So both values I am substituting into two equations, cos 1 plus n pi and cos 1 minus n pi value. First to substitute the n equal 1 and n equal 2 into cos 1 plus n pi equation. That equal cos of 1 plus 1 pi, that equal cos of 2 pi. Okay, now if n is odd, cos of 1 plus n pi value is 1. Next, n is even, that is 2, cos of 1 plus 2 pi. Next to that equal cos of 3 pi, that equal minus 1. Okay na. So cos of 2 pi and here 2 pi is the even value. Here 3 pi means here 3 pi is the odd value. So here 1 will come, here minus 1 will come. Okay na. So if n is odd, cos of 1 plus n pi value is 1. If n is even, cos of 1 plus n pi value is minus 1. Similarly, cos of 1 minus n pi. Okay, now see the cos of 1 minus n pi value. First substitute the odd value, n is odd. Cos of 1 minus 1 pi, that equal cos of 0 pi, that equal 1. Okay, now if n is odd, cos of 1 minus n pi is 1. Next, if n is even, cos of 1 minus 2 pi, that equal cos of minus pi. Okay, now 1 minus 2 means minus 1. Okay, cos of minus pi is there. Already we know cos is always an even function. Cos of minus pi value will become as a cos pi. Okay, now cos of minus pi value is a cos pi. Cos pi, that equal -1. Okay, now cos pi value is -1. So if n is odd, cos of 1 minus n pi value is 1. If n is even, cos of 1 minus n pi value is -1. So next, substitute the n equal even into this an equation. An equal a by 2 pi into -1 by 1 plus n into, so if n is even, cos of 1 plus n value, 1 plus n into pi value is -1 minus 1 by 1 minus n. Next, cos of 1 minus n pi value also -1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1 minus 2. Here both sides having minus is there, minus is there. I'm taking common. An equal minus a by 2 pi into minus 2 by 1 plus n plus minus 2 by 1 minus n. Okay, now next I am taking minus 2 as a common. Minus into minus will come plus, minus into minus plus 2a by 2 pi into 1 plus 1 plus n plus 1 by 1 minus n. Okay. Here denominator and numerator having 2. Both 2 will cancel. A by 2, a by pi will come. Next, find this value 1 by 1 plus n plus 1 by 1 minus n. Take the LCM 1 plus n into 1 minus n. Next, cross multiply both them. 1 into 1 minus n, 1 into 1 plus n. 1 minus n plus 1 plus n will come. N cancels. Next value is 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2a by pi. Okay, 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, 2a by pi into, what is the a plus b and a minus b value? Ma? A plus b into a minus b value. What is the a plus b into a minus b value? Ma?
A square minus B square.
Okay, now same
Square
is
minus
also 1 plus n into 1 minus n is there. A square minus b square. 1 square minus n square. Okay, now 1 square value is 1. 1 minus n square. It is the an value if n is even. Okay, now if n is even, an value is this one. Next, let n is odd. An equal a by 2 pi into minus 1 by 1 plus n. So if n is odd, what is the cos of 1 plus n into pi? 1. Already derive చేసాం కదా ఇక్కడ. If n is odd, cos of 1 plus n pi value is 1. If n is odd, cos of 1 minus n pi value is 1. Okay, now next to substitute the both values. 1 minus 1 cos of 1 plus n pi value is 1 minus 1 minus of 1 by 1 minus n into cos of 1 minus n pi value is 1. 1 minus 1. Here both will cancels. 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1 value is 0. Here also 1 minus 1 value is 0. So 0 to multiply just we can get the 0. 0 minus 0, 0. 0 into a by 2 pi into 0 value also 0. Okay, a naught is 0. This is the a naught value. Next to see the bn value. So what is the bn equation? Already we know the bn equation. Already we derived the bn. 2 by t naught integral t naught x of t into sin n omega naught t dt. Here t naught equal 2 pi and omega naught equal 1. Both values substitute change. Okay, na bn equal 2 by 2 pi integral 2 pi v of t. So in this problem, given signal is a v of t into sin nt dt. Okay, now next to that equal 2, denominator numerator having the 2. Okay, now both will cancel. Then value is 1 by pi integral. So the v of t defined in a 2 intervals kada. integral minus pi to 0 and 0 to pi. Integral minus pi to 0 v of t sin t dt plus integral 0 to pi v of t into sin t dt. Okay. So in this pi to 0 interval, v of t value is 0. In this 0 to pi interval, v of t value is a sin t. Okay. Vn equal 1 by pi integral minus pi to 0, 0 into sin t, sin nt dt plus integral 0 to pi a sin t into sin nt dt. Next integral 0 dt value is 0. Okay, now ignore that term. Next to bn equal 1 by pi integral 0 to pi a sin t a sin nt dt. Okay, now so we know the formula of sin a sin b. What is the sin a sin b formula, ma? What is the sin a sin b formula, ma?
1 by 2 cos a plus b minus cos a minus b.
Okay, now 1 by 2 cos a plus b minus cos a minus b. ఇక్కడ t plus nt ఉంది. సో t కామన్ చేస్తే 1 plus n into t వస్తుంది. a by pi. ఓకేనా, a by integral a by pi. A is common constant కాబట్టి separate చేశాను. a by pi integral 0 to pi cos of 1 plus nt minus cos of 1 minus nt dt. Next separate the integral for both terms. Okay na, bn equal a by pi integral 0 to pi cos 1 plus nt dt minus integral 0 to pi cos 1 minus nt dt. So already we know the integral of cos nt ma dt. Cos nt dt value is sin nt by n kada. Here also integral cos of 1 plus nt dt value is sin 1 plus n into t by 1 plus n minus here also sin 1 minus n t by 1 minus n. Limits are 0 to pi. Okay. Next a by pi 1 by 1 plus n into sin of 1 plus n pi value minus sin of 1 plus 1 0 value. Pi and 0 substitute చేస్తున్నాం. Minus 1 by 1 minus n sin of 1 minus n pi minus sin of 1 minus n 0 value. Okay. Now, pi and 0 substituting in this equation. What is the sin 1 plus 1 plus n pi value for all values of n?
0.
0. Next, what is the sin 0 value? Sin 0 value ma
0.
0. 0 minus 0. Next minus 1 by 1 minus n into here also sin of 1 minus n pi value. Okay na, for all values of n this value also 0 minus sin 0 value is 0. So next is both values will come. Next 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0 is there. So next 0 will come, 0 will come. 1 by 1 plus n into 0 is 0 minus 1 by 1 minus n into 0, 0. 0 minus 0, 0. So then what is the a pi into 0 value ma?
0.
0. Okay na, bn value is 0. Okay na. Next same equation lone bn equal a by pi integral 0 to pi sin t sin nt dt ఉంది కదా. Let n equal 1 అమ్మ. Let n equal 1. Here Venkatesh, send me the absentees. Okay na, only absentees ni send చేయండి. మా anyone send me only absentees. Okay na, absentees ni మాత్రమే send చేయండి నాకు. n equal 1 అమ్మ. Let n equal 1. b1. Okay na, bn లో n equal 1 substitute చేయండి. b1 equal a by pi integral 0 to pi sin t. Here sin nt, n equal 1 means sin t into dt. Next a by pi integral 0 to pi. What is the sin t into sin t value ma? Sin t into sin t value is sin square t. Already we know the sin square t value. What is the sin square t value? 1 minus cos 2t by 2. Okay, now sin square t value is 1 minus cos 2t by 2. So substitute this value 1 minus cos 2t by 2. Next 1 by 2 minus cos 2t by 2. Okay, now I am writing this equation as a 1 by 2 minus cos 2t by 2. So 2 ni simplify చేస్తే మనకు ఈ వాల్యూనే వస్తుంది కదా. This value equals to this one only. 1 by 2 minus cos 2t by 2 into dt. నెక్స్ట్ తర్వాత దీని డెరివేషన్ ని నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ లో చెక్ చేస్తాంలేండి. ఓకేనా, ఇంతవరకు లేదంటే మీరే ఓన్గా ట్రై చేస్తారేమో నోట్ చేసుకోండి. b1 ఈక్వల్ a బై పై ఇంటిగ్రల్ 0 to పై 1 by 2 మైనస్ కాస్ 2t by 2 ఇంటూ dt వాల్యూ. ఈ వాల్యూని మీరే సాల్వ్ చేసి నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో చెప్పండి అమ్మా. bn వాల్యూ ఎంత, b1 వాల్యూ ఎంత వస్తుంది అని. b1 వాల్యూ నోట్ చేసుకోండి. ఇది మీరు b1 ఈక్వల్ a బై పై ఇంటిగ్రల్ 0 to పై 1 by 2 మైనస్ కాస్ 2t by 2